So it's our last activity for the year. I'm going to show you how to draw something, and then I'm going to let you choose how you finish it. We'll talk more about it as we make our art. So gather something to draw with, and let's get started. Hello, artists. Today I'm going to show you how to draw a bee. And I'm going to do kind of a realistic, not super realistic drawing of a bee. We're going to simplify it just a bit. I'm going to show you how to draw the lines of it, and then you're going to get to choose how you want to finish it. We'll talk more about that as we get going. So there are 3 parts to an insect's body, and a bee is just really an insect. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw all 3 parts. So I like to start off with the middle part. And it's kind of a fuzzy, so I'm going to use kind of a zigzaggy round shape. It doesn't have to be perfect. You could use just little lines to do that. So it's kind of an oval. And then I'm going to create the eyes. And then I will draw back to the head, or back to the thorax for the rest of the head. And then I'll go like this, okay? Now for the body, I'm going to make kind of an oval, but with just a little bit of a point on the end, not too big of a point. And of course, this part has some stripes, and so I'm going to add some lines. Notice I'm curving them just a bit. And remember, if I'm going too fast for you, pause the video and then or you rewind it if you need to go back and watch. I'm going to go ahead and color these in. I'm using a pattern, so I'm leaving the other part blank. All right, so now I think I'm going to do the wings. And bees actually have 2 sets of wings, all insects do, 2 sets of wings on each side. So you want to try to make them match each other. And so I'm going to draw kind of a big loop, and then I'll do the other side. We'll do this one. Now the bee could be moving, so if they're not perfectly symmetrical, it's really okay. Now bee have antennae, and so I'm going to kind of segment those. I'm going to make some long kind of oval shapes, and then I'm going to make smaller ones at the end. And then I'll do the same thing for the other side. It's okay if they're bending slightly differently because the bee could be moving around and feeling parts of the flower. Notice they kind of get smaller as they go down. Now the legs come from the thorax, and so remember, insects have how many legs? 6 legs, and so I'm going to start with kind of like how I did the antenna. I'm going to make some long lines, kind of ovals, and then I'm going to kind of make smaller ones, and instead of just letting it taper off, I'm going to kind of make a V on the end there. So I'll do that at each side. And I'll do the one down here, I think, and it's okay if it overlaps your wings. Totally fine. And we need one coming out of the middle. I might make these just a little thinner. All right, so I've got the basics. Maybe I'll add a couple dots on the eyes. I've got the basics for my bee now, and your assignment to finish this picture is decide how you want to finish it. What do I mean? I want you to think of all the different things that we have learned about this year and see if you can finish using one or some of those techniques. So for example, I might use texture like we did on the Faith Ringgold quilt, or I might use words that I want to talk about with the bee and use the marker painting technique like I did with the gratitude jar. I could do some shading on my bee, and I could add some values into our picture. You can use whatever colors you want, whatever supplies you want. You could use paint, you can use markers, crayons, colored pencils. I'm going to leave that up to you, but I want you to show your creativity. And if you can think of another way to finish this that's different from something we've learned in art class this year, I'm okay with that. So I can't wait to see how you decide you want to finish this picture. Remember, you can also use just pencil, and you can have a lot of fun decorating with just pencil. So when you get finished, show it to me on Seesaw, show it to me on Artsonia. You can tell me a little bit about it if you want to. I hope you've had a lot of fun creating this and figuring out how you want to finish it today. I hope you've had a lot of fun creating with me this year. I know I've had fun with you. So artists, I hope you have a great summer, you stay creative, and I hope to see you later. Goodbye.